I am Lola
and I'm Dotun.
We came to Newcomb 17, 18 years ago because we were living at Sidcup then, and we were looking for another church, and I went on Google, as you do, and then I realized, oh, there's a church meeting at Crownwoods, which was just behind our house, basically. So yeah, we went there, and here we still are, 17, 18 years later.
I think the first thing that came to mind when we got in here was the warmth and the friendliness. And the key aspect was the kids. When they went to the children's church, they had such a lovely time, and they kept on coming. They wanted to come back all the time.
Actually, prior to that, when it was time for church on a Sunday, you would look for them and find them under the beds. So it was so refreshing that, you know, we didn't have to do the chasing. They were the ones actually looking for us, like, let's go, we're ready. So that was a huge improvement.
When the kids had they were picked up in school, in school, you know, to see the support, and Joe and Hannah see me, goodness, the extra, going the extra length and contacting our child and talking to her, and you know, it was really, really good, and we felt very, very welcome. And this is just beyond just, you know, it was actually a bigger family. So we're eternally grateful, and we love the way the elders and the leaders are just so straight, and they're also approachable, you know. So that is really very good.
Our background is those churches where the leader is always holy and does not make any mistakes, and you know, so you feel unworthy, sort of. But then actually getting Dave sometimes to say, you know, I'm guilty of this as well, and you're like, oh my goodness, so I'm not the only one. There's no, it sort of removes the shame and all of that. So that is really important. That has been fantastic, and one of the things that keeps us here and keeps us grounded. The honest truth is we cannot live this life, this Christian life, without the power of the Holy Spirit, and that is always emphasized from the front, from the side, from the back, on a Sunday, every day of the week. The power of community, I cannot underestimate that. Again, putting some names out there, Nick and Jill, you know, they sort of pulled us out from our little hiding place, and yeah, we were part of their community to the point where, you know, we've become very good friends over the years, and now we lead our own community off the back of that, and the relationships that we've forged with the people that have been in our communities, and yeah, just the power of community. And people should actually, if they're not yet in communities, sign up to communities, because that's where you're really seen and heard, yeah, and supported.
Yeah, I think we are quite excited as well to see everybody within the church grow in the power of the Holy Spirit and the dependence on the Holy Spirit. 100% dependence every single second of every single minute of every day on the Holy Spirit.
On Sundays, you know, we have the gifts, manifestation of the gifts of the Spirit, but then we want to see more of those gifts. Apart from the speaking in tongues and the interpretation of tongues, there are other gifts, you know, the gift of faith, the gift of working of miracles, the gift of healing. That is our faith. That's what we're believing God for. That, you know, we are people of faith. We are people that demonstrate the Spirit and the power of God.
And we can see what's been happening, the expansion over the years. We can see the Holy Spirit in action, and we can see how He's energizing different people. And, you know, it's really, really very exciting. And if I was to say anything, it will be that every one of us should focus on 100% dependency on the Holy Spirit for everything we do. And then we're winners.
Absolutely.
Yeah.